Okay, just a little vid. Little bit. What are you guys eating? What are you doing? Mom was trying to make a video. Okay. Just a little video. If you know anybody who, like, I'm not saying that the virus isn't real. I'm just saying that they're overplaying it, and it's probably a really bad case. Maybe if it's the worst situation, the flu, cold, whatever. But I even got a weird reaction. Like, I've never had asthma. I've never had any of this crap. And I just started having this weird, I couldn't catch my breath. And it lasted for like 3 days. And I swear I probably couldn't sleep for 2, because every time I tried to lay down, I'd be woken up with like trying to catch my breath. So, you know, and I'm not in my 30s, so I'm up there. I mean, I'm not in the danger zone, but I'm in the middle part of the danger zone. So I was thinking, okay, so that's weird. I never had a problem with my breath, breathing, and I quit vaping. So maybe that wasn't helping either. But anyhow, besides the point. Anyhow, I'm just going to show you real quick. And then the whole reason for what I'm going to show you in a minute is because when I called my doctor about the hydroxychloroquine, yeah, he says no. No, he's not prescribing it. I'm in Florida, so of course. I said, well, what do you mean you're not? You're, don't you work for me? I'm the patient. I'm not a kid. I can, oh no, it's dangerous, cause heart problems. So right out of the CNN book playbook. So I was like, oh, fuck you. Whatever. I guess I'm not going to get any help there. So, and they won't even let you come in if you have any problems with shortness of breath. They don't want your ass even in there. So I'm thinking, what kind of doctor is this? So I'm like screwed. I'm like, well, if I just stop breathing, I'm not going to the hospital. That's for sure. They're not going to make me into a number. Oh yeah, 49-year-old woman, perfectly healthy, dies of COVID. And then they, how they'll still isolate you real quick, say that you have COVID. My husband won't be able to come in and like stop them from giving me, bleach in my veins. So anyway, I'm just going to make a video real quick that this is what I took, and I haven't had a problem since. The quercetin. And I got all this at GNC, but well, some of this was online. This one, the 500 milligram, that's, has properties of the hydroxychloroquine. Zinc's important. Take those two together. So I was taking that, one of those a day, 2 of those, because that's only 50 milligram. I was taking 2 or 3 of those a day. A lot of the vitamin C. How many milligrams? I can't read this. Oh, it's 1,000. So I took about 3 of those a day. And then this one is just, this really doesn't have anything to do with what those, but the only reason why I got this one is because it helps supports cardiovascular and circulatory health, so it helps my breathing a little bit. Never heard of that, but I did see someone who online that I watched, and I've learned about all these other ones. He was talking about that, so I haven't had a problem since. Actually, I was taking all 4 of these, and I think it cost me $26 in total for all these, because the vitamin C was actually kind of expensive. I had to get the Jaguncta. But anyway, you can't find zinc pretty much anywhere, but I also have the liquid zinc, so I had that already. That goes right into when it's the liquid and strong one, goes right into your system. You don't have to wait and go through the stomach and this and that. This one will go right into the bloodstream, so I always had that, so I was good. But you can't find zinc anywhere. Isn't that weird? Like, I went to like a whole bunch of GNC, I went to pharmacies, and they were all out of zinc. So whatever, I had that. So anyhow, but I have that one too. So in case you have maybe an older, like a parent, someone in their 50s or 60s, or even if you're in your 30s or something, if you're finding that, for some odd reason, maybe you got a very, very, very slight case of like, weird, like you can't catch your breath, don't panic, just take these. And within 3 days, I was completely better. I haven't had a problem since. But then I outsmarted my doctor. I had to call him back. And I told her, because there's another doctor that's talking about the budesonide, that it's an inhaler, an asthma inhaler. And I heard this many, many years ago on another video. This is probably 2017. No, maybe 2017. They were talking about how basic asthma inhalers cure certain things. And it wasn't because COVID wasn't here yet, but they were talking about it. And I thought, well, that's weird, something as simple as your asthma inhaler, right? and it's a steroid. So it's a Renacort is the same thing, budesonide. Anyhow, my son was on that when he was like a kid. He used to have breathing problems as a young kid, but not anymore. But yeah, so it came back around full circle. The guy was talking about how it was a doctor. Sorry, not a guy. It was a doctor talking about how he was treating COVID patients, and these were patients that were very ill, like not just my not breathing symptoms. His were very ill, the fever, this, that, the whole 9 yards. I didn't have any of that, but he's treating them with a nebulizer with budesonide, and they say after the first treatment, after the first hit, it takes a minute to breathe in. If you ever used a nebulizer and breathed it in, they were cured. Not feel better. Not symptoms went away, not for a day or two. They were cured. All of the COVID, the fever went away, everything. Now that's some shit, and that's not getting out there either. They're not telling you that because that's even cheaper than the hydroxychloroquine to use budesonide and in a nebulizer. That's like, I don't even know how much that could be. What, $6? And then, well, if you're not covered with insurance, it might be $200 if you need to get the nebulizer with it, but still. I'd pay the $200 because if it ever comes up, any family member, anybody that got real sick from this is the cure. So they don't want you to know that either. So keep in mind, nebulizer, budesonide. It's also called Renacort. It's steroid stuff for actual people who have asthma. So isn't that some shit, right? So I used that and that helped. But I also called my doctor and I made up my asthma symptoms. I don't have asthma. I never had asthma in my life, but I knew I wasn't going to get anywhere unless I lied to her. So I told her that my asthma was flaring up and I needed my neb and my budesonide. So she did call it in. So either way, you got to outsmart the doctors because apparently they don't give a shit. So anyhow, all right, long video that went way too long. Sorry, but there you go. 7 minutes. Sorry. Have a good day. Bye.